In the comments of a recent video, a viewer asked how to connect up the TYT TH-9800 transceiver for digital comms, and I think this is a great question, not only because this is an affordable transceiver with a number of features that I think lends itself well to creating an off-grid backup digital comm system, but also because it takes the exact same cable as some of the more common Yaesu VHF and UHF radios. So it is a backup that I maintain for myself here at home. So step on over here to my workbench and I'll show you some of the nuanced details about how this goes together. Setup for the TH-9800 is going to be essentially the same as any other VHF or UHF radio that we might be using for our comm system. So go back through my off-grid VHF digital comms playlist and you'll see some videos about how we set this up. But if you need a refresher, we've got the computer side cable here. The USB-A side goes to the computer and the USB-C plugs into the Digirig. And then we have this cable, which you'll recall is compatible with a lot of common Yaesu radios. There's the Y side here. You can see if you hold it up, it's like in the shape of a Y. That goes to the radio. So I'm going to set that back for now. And then this side obviously goes toward the computer, proximal to the computer. We've got a black plug, a black port. That's going to go together. Now, over here on the radio side of this Yaesu RJ12 cable, we've got one part that goes here into the transceiver. And then one side here in the back where this TRS cable plug goes. And so you have some fingernails, pop that off. These are actually connected, but it's broken. So it would normally come off in like one solid piece like that. It doesn't matter. Okay, that goes in the back. We're going to do this with the radio off. Everything's plugged in. Now we can plug it all into the computer and power up the radio, and we can start adjusting settings. So you're going to use one side or the other. You'll need to read your owner's manual for how you select which side you're using, but I typically use this side and I turn this side into just voltage. It just shows me the voltage on the screen. Your volume for the incoming audio is going to be adjusted by your audio volume knob here. And then your squelch is this knob here. So your squelch all the way counterclockwise. Counterclockwise, turn it all the way off. That's what we want for digital comms. And your volume, get that tuned right up. You can use either manually input frequency or you can use the memory recall function. It doesn't matter. And it's as simple as that. So if you don't already have a TH-9800, should you buy one for your comm system? Well, you're going to read a lot of mixed reviews on the internet about this controversial transceiver. A lot of people like them and a lot of people hate them. I bought 3 of them on sale thinking that the quad band feature would be really good for testing because I had a tough time finding really solid information about the non-skywave propagation characteristics of 6 meter or 10 meter versus 2 meter. And one of them died outright, just didn't work at all. The second one, the 6 meter and 10 meter side, stopped working, just stopped working. Resetting, nothing, fixed it. And so I've got a 2 meter and 70 centimeter radio out of it that I don't trust at all, but at least it's a backup. And the third one, the microphone, which I now leave unconnected, just started broadcasting room noise on the airwaves. So I threw that in the garbage and I cannibalized the microphone from the dead one. And so I've got that one working out. But wow, that could get really awkward, couldn't it? So great idea with all the features, but TYT, I think you've got a lot more work to do on this transceiver before I could ever recommend a future version of it to my viewers.